Okay, so this is the Go Dotty how to play video. We're just going to do a very quick run through on how to play. So each player starts with 5 tiles in their tray from their bag of which has got 78 tiles in it. Red starts, can go anywhere on the board, and then it's down to the second player to then match the dots around the tile. So here there's a tile with 1 or 2 3s and a 4, so any of those ones that you can place down. So
okay, I'm going to go there.
Okay, so Simon, who's playing blue, has matched 1 against 1 here, and the idea is to try and score as many lines of 3 as possible. We're playing a very friendly match today, just so that you can get the idea of the gameplay itself.
Okay, I'm going to have 2 and 2.
Yeah. And I've already scored a line of 3, so I put one down in the tally, just so it helps keep score of it as you go along. The pack comes with a pad of 20 of these little score tally sheets. If we reach one of the stretch goals, we plan to try and make an app where you can tap it on your phone.
I'm going to go align that.
So Simon's now scored. So the interesting thing here is now, at the end of the lines of 3, we can't go at these ends of lines. So Simon can't go at the end of this line of 3 here with blue, and I can't go at the end of this with 3. But that said, that opens up other opportunities for other players in different ways. So we'll see how this pans out.
So Neil has now just gone there, and that means I can go there, but Neil can't go there to block me for the next go. So I'm going to don't really want to use this one, but I will. So I will go there, not scoring but enabling a free point for me, unless Neil's got a
something to block it with, or a block build tile, which sadly I don't. But it does mean that I can go and score in other places potentially. So here I've managed to score across there.
But interestingly, that now means neither of us can go in that position, unless we've got a block on time.
Yes, exactly.
So I'm actually going to place 1 here.
Cool. So I've scored there. So as you can sort of see here, we can score horizontally, vertically, and diagonally in Go Dotty. What you can't do is create lines of 3. So this is why neither Simon nor I can go here, because it would effectively create a line of 4, which is an illegal move. And I'm going to go there and take that line there. Yeah. So as Simon mentioned before, I obviously at the end of my line of 3, I can't go, and Simon can't go there. But I can now place what's a block build tile, which is one of these with a little cross on it, and I can place that down here, which basically now that means that I can I can go here and here, but Simon can't. So what it does effectively is it blocks him in there, but it lets me build out. Cool. So the one of the cool things about the block build tile is you can put anything against it. It doesn't have to match in any way. So I can just place any sort of tile or any numeral down next to it.
Okay, so ideally I'm looking for a 4 and a 3. However, I don't have one there. I don't actually have a 4, so I can't go there. I could put a 4 and a 3 there. But yes, I'm waiting for tiles. So I'm going to put one here in the short term.
Nice.
Draw a card, draw a tile, and hopefully a 4 and a 3.
Um,
I'm going to take the easy point.
yeah. Okay. And I'm now going to put that one in there, which scores me a line diagonally here. And interestingly enough, means for my next go or subsequent goes, I can go in here, but Simon can't. So I now know I have a line set up there. Potentially, if I've got the right configuration, of course.
Which is a simple one because you've got the block build, so you just need a 2.
Yeah.
So to prevent you from getting a line here, I'm going to put one back.
Yeah. And obviously I can't go this way because of my line of 3 there. So I'm just going to take the easy point that I set up before and get one there. Obviously the block build doesn't count for any scoring, so I don't score a point going down here because of the block build, but obviously I get it across that way.
I'm going to take a point there.
Okay. Obviously, keep remembering to take tiles out of the bag as you go. It's easy to forget. We've tried various different ways of trying to remind people, but it doesn't seem to. I think people get so engrossed in thinking about their next moves.
Okay. I think one of the things is when you're looking at your tile holder, then suddenly you actually look and you go, hold on, I'm short. So it's relatively self-reminding. Okay, so I've got 1, 2,
Brilliant.
3 there.
So, slight technical itch. So my go, and I will go in there and score 2 lines.
Okay.
Which in an alternative universe might not have actually happened.
So, where do I want to go now? I'm going to look for a 4 and a 3, which I don't have. Okay, so let's have a look when Neil can get his next one. So he can get one there. I need a 4 and a 4. So I'm going to place my 4 and 4 there. Because I know that Neil could have got on mine there, but he can't go here unless he's got another block at the time.
Yeah.
So if he can, that's the one you want to cover.
You mean like this?
Like that. There you go.
So obviously we wouldn't be this generally this open at sort of debating what moves we would be doing, but obviously this is more of a demo so that we can kind of explain the sort of game. So here what I've done is by placing a tile here, I've blocked Simon scoring two points.
It's a sacrifice because I can still get. Oh, I can't get one.
You can't go there now.
So you have actually blocked that. Okay, so I in theory need a 3 and 1, which I don't have because that's my ideal next move. Okay. So alternatively, I could do that 3 and 4. Actually getting limited moves, so let's just try and place something down just to cycle my tiles. 4 and a 3 and a 1.
Just a note on production levels, the tiles we plan to when we go into manufacturing will be a lot thicker than this, and they're going to be printed on a 100 GSM grey board, and just a lot more weightier and a lot more sort of solid than what they are in this mock-up. So I can now pop in here, which I have scored a diagonal across here. This has slightly fragmented the board up a little bit in this area, but it will mean that it might be even harder now for Simon to score in that area. Probably both of us actually.
So as you can tell, I'm severely restricted here, here or here. I can't use any of those areas. I can't use this.
Yeah.
I can't use this. So I'm getting quite limited. I can use that one, I believe, which should give me another point.
I think in other games we have probably gone through this slightly more tactically as to where we would go and where we would plan our future goes. But I think obviously just as a demo, you kind of sort of get on and play.
There's a lot of conversation that we're having around what's going on in our head to explain the logic around where we are moving and where we should.
Mm. So I can now, unless Simon's got a block build tile, I'm going to start taking up that, what I suppose is the Northern Territories.
So I can see Neil lining his tiles up in a row. So I'm assuming this one is going to go there, that one is going to go there.
Possibly. There might be some kind of logic to that, but I think you give me more credit than is due.
Okay,
there was some logic there.
Okay, I'm going to go there to get one.
Very good. And I have just managed to get that tile. So there.
So I think we've got a dead space there now.
We have.
So you can't
yeah.
go there and I can't go there. And there.
Yeah.
So Neil's got one there. There. That's a dead tile.
It's like a house divided, or a board divided.
So do I have anything that I can actually lay down? 4, 3. I may be in a situation where I don't have an option, so I will have to either lose a life or throw a tile away and miss my turn. So to be honest with you, because I want to recycle tiles and not lose lives, I think I will look for a tile that I don't think is actually going to be useful. And I'm going to take that tile and I'm going to take that tile and turn that down.
So what Simon's doing here is he's spending one of his lives, of which we both have 3, by placing the tile face down, so it doesn't go back into the mix of the bag, so that tile is effectively discarded from the game. But he then gets to swap it for a new tile, but misses this turn, and. I think the game is getting to a point where it is now starting to get a lot more tighter in places where we can and can't go. I can pop one in there.
No, you can't.
Oh no, so, well done, well spotted. That would be a line of 5 there, which would be a massive error.
Another dead tile.
So, yeah.
So none of those.
So yeah, so we have now effectively got this whole area is blank. So I am restricted in what and where I can go.
I do have somewhere next.
So I'm going to also exchange a life for a new tile.
So I'll put a tile down there. Oh. Desperately hoping for a 3-1-1.
So my go, and I'm still struggling as places that I can go, because there's so many restrictions now that I've kind of almost boxed myself into places because of the lines of 3s. I can't go here or here. I can go here. It isn't actually any use to me for scoring, but it means that I would retain a life. I can't go here, and obviously, as we said, we can't go anywhere down here. I am going to have to forfeit another life, which is rather annoying. The 3 lives, and that's the end of the game. So, but it doesn't mean that anyone loses their points. It just simply means that that person is out, and in a 2-player game, it means that the game is obviously over.
I am going to have to forfeit a life as well.
And I actually think it is it's the end of the game, I'm afraid, because I am now still struggling to go anywhere. This is the rationale behind the name Go Dotty, because it gets to a point where you cannot find places to go. So that's the end of the game. Thank you very much, Simon. I think if in another, probably in another world, this might have actually been a draw. Something tells me.
Thank you very much, Neil.
Thank you. If hopefully you get a good sense of the game and how it plays. There is also the online demo, which is on the Kickstarter page, but also at godottygame.com/demo. Please go and give it a try. It's not as much fun as playing against as friends and family, obviously, and all pledges, backs and shares are really, really welcome. Thank you.